Kyle's proud. Titanium dreams in his all-stained mind.
Hello and welcome to all you beautiful people that are mad enough to be joining me at this ridiculous hour. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate you all. What a morning. I have been raped 7 ways from Sunday already this morning, and it's only 5 a.m. Like, damn. It has not been the greatest of mornings. It's been actually, to be perfectly honest, it's been a 100% clusterfuck. First of all, woke up at 2 a.m. Didn't have to be up till 4 a.m. But the body goes, you're awake. So I'm lying in bed thinking, oh yeah, I'll try and doze back off a bit. Then next thing I know, my daughter comes in crying. And I'm thinking, oh, what the fuck? She's had her first cold sore and it's really hurting her. So, yeah. So at that point, that was about 20 past 3 or something, up past 3. So I went, fuck it, I'm getting up. The morning started good. I reset my router every Saturday morning. So hopefully get a nice clean internet connection. Turn that back on. Yeah, that's all kosher. Make my coffee, put my contacts in, and I got both contacts in first go. Rarely happens. So yeah, that's great. Sensational. Come down to the shed. Camera's not working. Software's not working. Pull out one of my setups that I had set up from last night and was going to use this morning, and it's decided to dump its liquid. And it's a Voltrove 38. So as you can imagine, there's fucking liquid from arsehole to breakfast time. Go to fill it up, and I'm only using a little bottle, and it's my Ducky's Pear. I love my Ducky's Pear. So I go to fill the bottle, and the nib flies off. So I've got more liquid everywhere. So I clean all that shit up. Mods don't decide that they're not going to work. It's just been a royal fuck around and a half. Pure fuckery. Yes, I'm swearing a lot because I am frustrated to billio, but that's life. Anyway, moving on. Let's get over that horrible shit. Bunny, do I need a hug? No, but I suppose a blowjob's out of the question. That's the frame of mind that I'm in today. It's going to be sarcasm aplenty, and it is what it is. And then just to top it all off, I go jump into yeah, true that, Jane. Thank you very much, my sweetheart. You know I love you too. I do appreciate it. And then I jump into StreamYard, and I'm thinking there's comments for my post. And then I realize I scheduled it wrong. I scheduled it for yesterday, not today, and at the wrong time. And I'm just scratching my head going, you are a fucking dickhead, Birdy. 100% dickhead. So, yeah, it's a right royal clusterfuck. And I've had a parcel go missing. Pissed me off no end. All the airpins that my mate Squidly, yes, MTL, I'm really sorry to everyone that did that. Hello, Takagawa. I will go through chat like normal. So, yeah, Squidly had sent me all the airpins for the Edge RTA, and they're somewhere in the Never Never. And, yeah, so it has been a royal root around, but has been a saving grace. And I've got to shout out Kirshen, because Kirshen, thank you very much. Oh, Flavour Craver, you take care, rest up. Yeah, look after yourself. I've got to shout out Kirshen because he sent me a message during the week about a guy here selling a couple of Voltrove RDAs. And anyway, long story short, I got in touch with this bloke. I bought them. They will get posted today. But during our conversation, he tells me, I find out he's a lipo mod builder. So Birdy's bought himself another lipo. But it's a little bit special, this lipo. It's designed to take a 6S battery. So guess what? 22 volts. Here we come on a lipo at 0.3. At 0.3, that's 1670 watts. Yes. Who is? Yeah, Paul Cole, same bloke. Same bloke. Yeah. I've already got a Colorado sitting right there. Same bloke. But the two Voltros he had, one which is a 33 millimeter, and that camera is extremely out of focus. I'm going to try and do this on the fly. Is that any better? My eyesight shot to shit. I don't think so. That looks better. The two Voltros, like I said, one's a 33, one's a 30. Brand spanking new. Over the fucking moon about it. Because I don't have a Voltrove 30 millimeter. I've only got the 33s. I've actually got two of the 33s, and I love them. They are just, for my big ass setups, they are just fantastic. So guess what we're probably going to be building next week? Voltroves. Also could be building the Turnstone RDA from Early Bird. Hopefully that will turn up this week. So fingers crossed there. So I've got a little bit happening. Happy about that. So yeah, it's been a week. Work's been up and down like a bride's nighty, from some stupid o'clock starts to reasonable starts. Couple of big days in there. But I will say Sandra's anxiety has taken a real bad nosedive. Yeah, she's not had a good week this week after me crying about how good she's been doing. So yeah, it is what it is. But she has got a psychologist's appointment on Monday, which is really good. I did have a day off yesterday because I had to take Sandra's car for a service, plus do some running around. And yeah, Kirshen, mate, I really appreciate you doing that for me. I could see me spending a lot of money with this bloke. So on the upshot, I actually got the Emperor from Early Bird to work on my 0X. So I'm really fucking tickled pink about that. I will, Bunny, my sweetheart. Thank you. I appreciate you. Anyway, enough of that. Let's go back through chat, and we will go all the way back up to the top so I can say thank you and good morning to everyone. Nick 420 Kid, there was, I'll preface this, there was people already in chat, but obviously they were there for my misscheduled stream. So I do appreciate you. Mike Frost being one, Leander being another. There was other people there. I can't remember who, but Nick 420 Kid, yes, there is a show today. And like I said, this dickhead cocked it up. Then my beautiful big sister who is recovering from a migraine, Jane Dowd. Darling, you look after yourself, rest up. And thank you again for your continued support. I love and respect and appreciate you greatly. My purple princess, Vapor Bunny, great to see you. I'm probably going to give you a bit of FOMO today, as there is another purple one in the mix today. We're going to build it, and like I said, segueing into that, there is a poll running. I'll let it run for a little bit. You guys can decide, and yeah, we'll go from we'll do whatever you decide first. From Bunny, we jump down to my little brother, the punk rock guitarist. What can I say? Craig, is my little brother. He's love him to bits. And we were chatting before stream, as we always do. Thank you for time zone differences. It makes it easier. Then we've got GM Canberra, Australia. Yeah, you're up at stupid o'clock. Man, what can I say? And because we've had a time change here as well. Last Sunday, our daylight savings finished. So means my stream time, from my perspective, is at 5 a.m. to keep continuity with UK times. So yeah, so for me to start at 8 p.m. UK time means I'm starting here at 5 a.m. From GM Canberra, we go down to my brother, Brian Enoch. Mate, hope you've had a great week. You're now home chilling and doing what you enjoy, my mate. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. From there, we go to Dave Watman, Handmade Coils. Legend, absolute legend. Dave will feature in one of our builds tonight, along with SteamCraft Customs. So, excuse me. So yeah, cheers, Dave, and thank you as always, mate. I appreciate you. Leander Mangan, evening. Hello, my darling. Hope you're well. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you greatly. MTLHC, rock solid, mate. Glad to have you here. Thanks for tuning in. Kirsch and Gunda, as I said to you, mate, thank you for what you did there for me. I wouldn't have seen it because I'm not on Facebook. And Kirshen sent me a WhatsApp message and say, Birdy, check this out. Then did a little bit of backwards and forth with this other guy so I could get in touch with him. And yeah, really, really grateful to you, Kirshen. Thank you, like I said. Free Rider Vapor. G'day, Gareth. Hope you're well, mate. Thanks for being here and thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. I don't expect to have a lot in chat tonight because Jaff has gone live with Bogan and with Mark Todd. And yeah, so I know a lot of people will tune into that because, hey, great people. Sam and Mark are great people. And if you like Jaff, you like Jaff. Only joking, Jaff. You know I like you, mate. Yeah, but so he's got that happening today. Yeah, so it may be a smaller chat than we're used to. Takagawa, greetings from Arthur, mate. It's Peaky fucking blinders. Flavour Craver, not feeling great, as I said before. Sorry to hear that. Really sorry to hear that. It's horrible when you're not feeling well, but thank you for being here and rest up. And Paul Cole, stay cloudy. You're always cloudy, my bro. Got to have a bit of a chat with Paul in Grimm's stream. So I catch up with Paul a bit there, and he's another mech head, so it's great. And I think I've got pretty much... John the Vaping Joker. JVJ. Great to have you here, brother. Thanks for joining in. And John Solomons, you're at the park. Mate, I'm just going to leave that conversation alone because it'll be offensive. And like I said, my brain is in that mode today. I'm only taking the piss, John. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Mike Frost, the vaping snowman. My apologies to you, Mike. Yeah, I cocked up the scheduling. And yeah, I'm just a bell end. What can I say? It just, yeah. My head's been all over the shop like a mad woman's shit. It's life. Not often I get flustered, but yeah, managed to. V8DV, my Mexican Hagrid, needs more buttholes, mate. I don't have butthole bumpers. Oh, you're at work, righto, John. I don't have butthole bumpers. That's a very, very dramatic flashback to the AVS. I should get Steve to send them to me so I can just throw a random one in there every now and then. Actually, I might just do that. I'll message Steve during the week and say, "Hey, Steve, can you send me some of the butthole bumpers so I can continue the tradition that is buttholes?" Um, so yeah, so that's everyone in chat. Like I said, thank you for being here. I do appreciate you greatly. This week, as you've seen in the poll, this is what we're going to look at. Oh, Paul Cole. That sounds spectacular. That sounds absolutely spectacular. And I'm just going to flip over cameras. So this week, we're going to look at, I'll just zoom that back out a bit. And there, of course it did. There goes the camera. Reset and kick back in. There we go. It wouldn't, just today. It is just today. So we're going to look at the Vitality mod, which is an American-made mod from about 2017, I think it is, 2018, with a Apocalypse RDA from Armageddon. We're going to put a set of Dave's coils in that today. So that's one that we're going to look at. The other one we're going to look at is, and I know it's odd for me, we're going to look at the Veepon bridge, the tighter bridge, and Bunny. We're going to look at the Royal i3 dot compatible device. Yes, in purple. So that's what we're going to be looking at build wise today. And sorry to wind you up like that, Princess. Yes, I know. I knew you'd be excited about that one. Yes. Yes, Paul, that's exactly right. Always up. Ern's always talking about knives. V8DV, the cobblestone is just spectacular. I don't have a black Vindicator. I do have Vindicators, but I don't have a black one. And you're about 2 years too late because I sent my black Vindicator Ruby to Sawteel. So yeah, mate. Your body clock's back to front, V8. We know that. So anyway, sip of coffee. I have got the usual buffet to happen. And so yeah, Paul, that purple, it is spectacular. And this thing is fucking tiny. I have been using it. I haven't been using it with the tighter bridge. I've been using it with a dot shell. Good morning to you, Tim No Zebras. Hope you're well, my brother, across the ditch. I've been using this with the dot shell from Atmazu. I got it. I can't fault the device. This is not the DNA bridge, DNA mod. This is the Veepon proprietary chip. So yeah, can't complain about it. It's a very, very simple chip. We will go over because there's not much to go over really. But I do like it. I really do like it. So, and I know that's contradictory from what you guys all know about me with my fuck off big cloudy devices. This is the culprit that broke my heart this morning. Fucking dumped liquid everywhere on me. John, my week has been up and down like a bride's nighty. So, and this morning's just been like I said, I don't get flustered very often, but this morning I was ready just to pack it all in and say, show cancelled this week, because I was just frustration, you know. Anyway, poor Craig. I ring Craig this morning and I'm just like, and he's going, dude, calm down, you know. Anyway, it is what it is. Let's throw out there to a buffet, shall we? We'll get that hip hopping happening. Run that bumper.
Neon haze in the night sky, clouds rising high. Plastic kings in a vapor dream. Vapor fair, let's see them marks. Show me the glow, show me the gods. Vapor fair, where the brave exhale. Blow that storm, blaze that trail.
Okay. Just Paul Cole, you said you've got 4 Kennedys so far, and you'll get more down the road. I have no doubt, because I don't know how many I've got. I'll just have a quick. What have I got? I've got a Vindicator. I've got a Ruby, Vindicator Ruby. I've got a Roundhouse. I've got a Ruby Roundhouse. Got the Cobblestone, and I've got the Squirter. So I've got half a dozen myself. So yeah, they're just solid. They are just so simple, so effective, comfortable, easy to maintain. Yeah, the Kennedys are, yeah. Are they the greatest performing? No. Are they solid performing? Absolutely. And are they easy to look after and maintain and use? 100%. That's what makes them so good. That's what makes them so damn good. And still to this day, I say that the Kennedy RDA is the greatest RDA ever. That's just my opinion. I love Kennedy RDAs. So anyway, we will flip over cameras. Okay, this week I have changed it up a little bit. I've got the Anunnaki on the Hyperion V2. Tim, your Kennedys are an ornament, and same with the RDAs, mate. Well, you can send them across the ditch anytime you like, mate. I love them. So I've got the Anunnaki on the Hyperion V2. This is banging. I love it. I have changed this RDA around on several different mods. I do love this RDA. It's an incredible RDA. The flavor out of it is mind-blowing. And the airflow is exceptionally good. Like I said, when I showed this live, the only criticism I have is that the post holes are so close together. But in this RDA, I have got the Lcious Boysenberry Jam Scone, because that's pretty much all I've run in it. It is sensational. Next up, I have the full Voltrove setup. It needs to zoom out a bit further. The full Voltrove setup, the Voltrove Lipo with the Voltrove V2 RTA, because yeah, it's sensational, and it's not very toasty. I think I'm only running at like 220 watts or something. In that, I have got some of Waftum's Custard Malone, the Evil Dildo with the Bonza Pro RTA. This is daily for me when I'm sitting in the house, because it just works. And I found the right liquid for it, the Dark and Stormy from Shytots. And yeah, thank Christ I've got a fair big supply of this stuff, because it gets tanked pretty bloody quick. Then I've got still rocking out with the Zero S40 with the Voltrove 38. Yeah, with some of Shytots' paired or Duckies paired. Yeah, bloody brilliant. Bloody brilliant. Even though, like I said, my own fault, it dumped liquid everywhere, pissed me the fuck off, but that's life. Then, as I said when we're doing the first part, I have the Emperor on the Zero X. Got it to work. It was my own. When I built this and was going to run it on this to start with, it was my own fault that it didn't work because I didn't screw the fucker down tight enough. I was used to most RDAs on this, just not having to really tighten it down. And as soon as I tightened it down, worked straight away. And still loving this setup, loving the Emperor RTA. In that, I've got some of the Lcious Strawberry Swirl from Lcious and ModFog. And last but not least, brought out a big boy. I brought out the Death Wish Mods Hellhound with a Valhalla V2 with bearded Viking custom cap. And yeah, this is some spicy meatballs. In that, I've got my variation of custard Malone with the dark vanilla instead of a standard vanilla, and loving that setup as well. Nice and toasty, nice and tasty. And I will flip back over cameras. So that's my buffet for this week. And I haven't decided yet what I'm going to run in the Vital Apocalypse setup, but I am going to use some of the Flavour Craver Tickle Me Pink in the Boro, or the Dot Boro. So, and that's also one of the things I love about this is that it's actually got a ohm reader on it built in. Makes life a lot easier. And yes, Paul Cole, the Kennedy switch is so simple and it is amazing. I agree with you. Absolutely amazing. The thought process that Steve used behind that, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Well, the poll's been live for, I may as well say 30 minutes. We will shut down end that poll. And poll results are we had 26 votes with the APOC and Vitality Mech coming out on top. So that's what we will build first. And try and keep my hands. My hands are really sweaty this morning. Just aggression, which is not unusual for me, but it is what it is. So we will build this first. We'll go over the mech. The mech is so simple yet so effective. And well, the APOC's the APOC, isn't it? Yeah, rock solid. Clamp design, so it makes it a little bit of a bugger to build, but that's life. Anyway, I'll do another reset on this camera, and we will start looking at what we got up here. Helps if you know what you're doing there, Birdie. On goes the camera again. We'll let that kick back into gear, and we will have a look at this. So here we have it. Like I said, the Vital Mods by Vitality Mods, or yeah, Vitality Mod by Vitality Mods. I bought this secondhand from Europe, and I'm very happy with it. I call this my Halloween mod, being that it's orange with black and grey splatter. It is very, very simple to use, very simple to maintain. And the APOC, well, they're not the greatest RDAs, but they are quite a good RDA. Reasonable flavour, being that it's a a smaller device. This is, yeah, Bunny, I'm the same as you. I'm not huge for orange, but this one I do like. Being that this is a telescopic mech, because it can run 18650, 2650, 2700, and 21700. It uses a telescopic switch. So yeah, very, very, very simple. It is not a constant or continuous contact. It is just a standard type contact with a solid copper pin. It's your mum's favorite color. Fair enough, darling. Full hybrid mod, all brass construction. Can't get enough light in there to see down there. It is not lined. Like I said, this mod's 8-9 years old. You kind of want one V8. They're solid, man. They are really solid. Machined out of one piece of brass, and the 44-gallon drum ribbing for her pleasure gives you a nice bit of, it nestles quite good into the corner of your hand there. And being that it's coated too, it also gives it a bit more grip. And like I said, the switch, so simple. So very, very, very simple. It is a sprung switch. So you have two little divots in your contact to take your contact out. Also something I've got to show you, which is the venting on this. Nice amount of threads on there, so it holds quite well. Sit that on there. It is a silver coated spring, full brass switch. I love the fact that you've got little, and I'll zoom that in. You've got the little keyways in there that marry up on the edges here. So it means you can't undo your switch. All right, Kirshen, you take good care, mate. Thank you. And again, thank you for what you did for me with Ben. Mixed by Kaz. Birdy, I love you. Kaz, I love you too, my bro. Hope you're doing great, man. So yeah, you can't undo the switch accidentally, which is something that I love. You do have, and I don't think I can get it off because my hands are sweaty, mum's spaghetti. Around the top, you do have Robert Lawyer. G'day from Philadelphia. Hope you're doing well, man. You do have vent holes at the top, 4 of them, about 3/4 of a millimeter. Now, this does come off for cleaning, but I don't know whether I'll get it off. CJ, I love you too, brother. No, I'm not going to try and get it off. Like I said, my hands are all sticky and sweaty. So, yeah, I'm not going to fight with it. There is absolutely no need. Actually, no, I probably should do it. Be professional, Birdie. Be professional. Let's see if I can get this off. Nah. I'm sorry, I'm taking it off camera. But no, I'm not going to. No, because I know what will happen. I'll end up fucking it because I'm trying to do it live. So when you put your button back in, you've just got to get it to line up with the keyways. It drops in, and then you just screw your button back on. I don't say much about the feds. I'd be more worried about whether he's using the crematorium or not. So you don't even have to really hold the button in. You can just, because the keyways keep it in place, you can just tighten it up. There we go. Button is back operational. Nice, straightforward, and simple. So grab a battery, 21700. This is a rewrapped 30T. And oh, my stomach's going off like a frog in a blender. Like I said before, you can see that it's a telescopic switch. That's home. You can see the top of the battery there. Just back it off before I build the RDA. Nice and loose. So now we'll look at the Apocalypse RDA from Armageddon and put it on my Bearded Viking build stand. One big ass, oh, you got two big ass airflow holes, can be adjusted, and I'm not even going to try. Like I said, my hands are all sweaty, all domed. It is a two-piece top cap, and no, I'm going to fight. And the mood I'm in, I'll end up throwing it out the back window. Well, I'll throw it out the front door, not the back window, because the windows are closed in here and the door's easier to throw it out of. And then I'll lose another RDA, which I've already lost one in the backyard. Sweaty hands. I'm thinking of you, Jason. That's why my hands are sweaty. Coffee break. As I said, this is a clamp system, and it's old school. It's very, very old school. This is a well-used RDA, as you can see. Is that the right size screwdriver? Yes, it is. Big post. You've got these clamps to that's a good thought. That's a very good thought, Paul Cole. Like I said, these clamps do have or screws do have a fair amount of thread in them, so you can get some pretty big ass coils in here, which makes life easier. Like I said, just slide those clamps up. As you can see, you got plenty of fucking room in there. That's one of the good things about this, even if you don't like clamp designs, which I don't particularly do. I'm not a huge fan of them. We've got some. Actually, I might change them out for 3.5 millimeters, because they're 3mm coils. I'll get some 3.5 millimeters, I think. 3mm. I'm still going to use Dave's stuff. 3mm. These might all be 3mm. 3mm. Yeah, I think they are. Yeah, they're all 3mm. Because they're big, I'll use some 4-core aliens in that. I won't go with 3-core. I'll go with 4-core. 4-core NI90s from Dave's Handmade Coils. There we have them. Some beautiful 4-core aliens. And look at that. We'll focus that in a bit better. There we go. Some 4-core aliens. Bring that right up to the camera so we can get that to focus there. Wrong way. Look at those. And I know I shake like a leaf. Yeah, you did, Dave. You only sent 3mm, but that's okay. That still works for me, man. That still works for me. So there we have them, some 3mm 4-core aliens. And we'll put them in this beautiful RDA. Oh, fuck, English. My head is just all over the shop like a mad woman shit. Brains farting left, right, and center. Just going to twist those legs around, a bit of a flat pliers, just to give that leg a bit of a twist, make it easier to put in. You can tell those pliers are donkey's years old. They were my father-in-law's, God rest his soul. Want them fairly well out to the edge, so about there. I might pre-cut these actually. So what's that post hole? Width 4.5. So I might cut these at about 6 millimeters, I reckon. 6. That way I'm not fighting, trying to cut and fucking up and cutting legs that I shouldn't be cutting. Zoom this back out a little bit. Wrong way. They are beautiful They are beautiful coils. Paul, you're dead right, mate. Dave does an impeccable job with them. And I'm so grateful that he got my order through to me. Now that come off. Right, so let's have a look, see at that at 6 millimeters. Try that again. Yeah, I think 6 millimeters is going to look perfect in there. Leave that sit there. We'll do the same on this one. That should be 6 millimeters, is it? Yes, it is. And we cuttage again. And again. Drop you out there. Nice. Clean that up. Now we try and get this in without dislodging the other one. Hopefully. And I'm going to make this look exceptionally hard, I can see. Maybe not. Pull that back out a wee bit. It is going to distort these coils all ends up, I can see it. And you need to come out a wee bit as well. This is where you need 2 small coil jigs. I am going to just nip these so they hold it steady, not clamping the crap out of it yet, because I don't want to distort the coils too much. Just enough to hold them. Just nice and steady. Neil Tibbets, great to see you, brother. Thank you for joining in. Touche, Neil. Touche. Less said there, the better. I'm just going to spin them around to not level them up yet. They're not in final position. Just get a little bit more room in there. And get them sort of supposed to be where they're similar to be. And they are looking clamped properly. So now we will tighten that up. Did that push that out a bit? Might need to just back that off a wee bit. Push you through a bit more. There we go. That's in there, tightened. We'll get that one tightened up. And I dare say that that was my wife saying good morning to me, which I will check that message in a moment. Right. Get that fella somewhere near level. That fella's somewhere near level. And fuck me, they're about even. Damn. Just have a look where they're going to sit on that airflow. You should be able to see right the way through on this. Look at that. Pretty well bang on. Might need to come out just a wee bit, which we will do. And we'll bring this one out a bit. And I'm going to recheck those clamp screws. and recheck. Yeah, that one was loose. All right, they're nice and tight. Have a look at where they're sitting in relation to the deck. This one needs to come out just a wee bit. Not much, just a wee bit. Still nice. No, that one's got to come up a smidge. I think I'm pretty happy at that. Good morning, Aileen Bell, my beautiful princess. I hope you're well, darling. Paul Cole, time for a midday cup of coffee. Mate, I'm on coffee number 2.5, I think. Yum. Get rid of these off-cut bits so I don't fuck them up. There we have it. Does that look even? I think it is. Yeah, they look like they're pretty even positioned. All right. Let's get the World's Most Beaten Up Odin. No, we won't be using that. The batteries in that are DED. Hang on, I'll get a fresh set of batteries so I can throw them on charge. And you go in that way, you go in that way. Nice new set of batteries. Put these over here on the charger. And we will start. Okay. It doesn't quite look so bad that I've coloured it in now. Fortunately. Right. Why is that not working now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's that sort of morning. It really is. Because it helps you put the batteries in the right way. Know what I'm saying? Oh, amazing how well it works when you put the batteries in the right way. Just dropping that wattage down. Takagawa, I've got 1, 2, 3, 5 charges going. That's no word of a lie. There's 3 charges down here, and then there's 2 in the house. Yes, we will want new resistance. And just drop them down to 25 watts. And let's start. Let's start, shall we? Oh, yes, come on. I said yes. It's new wattage, new resistance. Slow and steady. Still firing away. Starting to get a little bit of color there. Yep, just starting to go a little bit golden. Nice and steady. These coils do come in a beautiful color as they're bedding in. These are Ni90, and they're, like I said before, they are 4-core aliens, so you should get some absolutely spectacular flavor out of these. Slow and steady. Oh, Dave, you are on the money there, man. You can shove crackle where the fucking sun doesn't shine. If I get crackle, it is purely accidental. I don't want it. I don't like it. I don't fucking need it. And my eyes just saw something then that I shouldn't have seen. And I've got to fix it while I remember. All right, there's an O-rings come off the Veepon, off the Royal. So I don't want to do a Grim Green and forget it. Not that I'll be destroying a Warlock's hammer, but hey, anything's fucking possible. Robert Lawyer, yeah, man. I should rename my channel the Crackle Free Channel. Or a Crackle Free Zone. Takagawa, I've got an 8 bay, a 6 bay, and 3 4 bays. So, right, I might just kick that wattage up a bit. Yeah, I can't argue that point with you, Dave. I agree. About to rain in Ohio. The breeze feels great. We're in for a moderately cool day today. We had a pretty warm one yesterday. I think it got to about 34 Celsius here yesterday. So, fairly warm sort of day. Yeah, Takagawa, I kind of eat batteries, I must say, but I do replace them fairly regular. Look at these just coming in so easy. So easy. Look at that, stellar. Just going to turn that round so I can see, make sure there's no hidden little fuckers. Oh no, there is one right under there. That's why you spin it round and look. And another one under there. Right, okay, we will go to settings. We will check atomizer again. Measure. Yes, they're hot, so I know that that's going to be slightly inaccurate. And we'll go back again. We'll go the wattage up to... Nothing wrong with it if that's what you like, V8DV. I just don't fucking like it. That's what it comes down to. If you like it, that's your business, man. I'm not your gatekeeper. I just don't fucking like it. And there's a lot of people that are of the same opinion. I know there's a lot of people that like Crackle, and each to their own. Just, yeah, not my fucking thing, man. And I know some people like it at different, in different setups, Steve-O, and mate, more power to you. But yeah, not my thing. Anyway, taking it up to 73 watts. Yeah, no Crackle over my way. I like heat, flavour, and clouds. No time for Crackle. You and I are very much on the same page there, Paul. Okay, we've hit it at 73 watts. We'll take it up to 111. Is that one in there? Yeah, there is one in there. Yeah, another one there. No, drop that back down. Take them back out. Now you're going to be a dick, aren't you? Now you're going to be an absolute twat to me. Come on. Probably took the power up too fast. Come on. Another one in there. Another one down there. I'll probably put these in there. One down there. I think we have it. I think we have it now. We'll let them cool down. We'll flip over cameras. The great crackle argument of 2026. Like I said, each to their own. You like it, that's your business. Yeah. Tony Laura, g'day, mate. Hope you're well. You don't like, you don't care either way. That's fair enough. Some guys will pay good money to see a fart in a mud bath. Reminds me of Lewis Litt in Suits. Have a vape, let them cool down. Yeah, like you said there, Robert, that's what rebuildables are, and at the end of the day, it's your choice. You know, like it's your business, man. It's what you like about things. It's not what, yeah. Like I said, some people don't like the way I vape. Really high wattage or high power. So that's fair enough. Each to their own. So, yeah, what works for you, man? And about that much of the Cloud 9. Always Cloud 9. Yeah. Some people only use pods. Some people, only use MTL. Whatever you like. As long as you're not fucking smoking, man. That's all that matters. Oh, my stomach's starting to rumble because I had 2-minute noodles last night. It was spicy mee goreng noodles. And, yep, without fail, it works every time that my guts will go off. All right. That one's a little bit. Flip back over cameras. Take a little bit off that. That's how it affects you, is it, Robert? It's like chalk nails down a chalkboard. Yeah, look, Paul Cole. Look, some people that they want the convenience. I've got a very, very, very good friend of mine that only uses sub-ohm. He is not interested in any way, shape, or form of using a rebuildable. Like, it's not that I can't help him. He's just not interested. Does not care. He just wants plug and play. So, which is fair enough. Although it does make it a little bit hard here where we are trying to get said stock coil tanks. And the other side of that is that manufacturers change their bloody coils that often, it pisses you the fuck off. So that's, it is what it is. But hey, it works for him. I better check those messages too. Make sure my wife is okay. Oh, like I said, my dog's in there with her, but I'll just get this done, and before I juice it up, I will check those messages without being rude to everyone. I do apologise. Like, seriously, Bird, would you just... Oh, you put them down there, you fucking knobhead. Put shit back where you got it from. And right, okay, gotcha, David. Gotcha. That's your WhatsApp message. Got it. Should I look at it now or later? There's a couple of tiny little clumps in there. Paul, I started on Subohm. And within 2 weeks, I went to rebuildables. Maybe 3 weeks, because Subohms just don't. I couldn't get the heat out of a Subohm tank. That's basically what it come to. I could not get the heat out of a Subohm tank. I'm going to, because I want something to freshen my mouth. This is my go-to for freshening, Grandma's lemonade, and that bottle. Oh, just goes with the morning, doesn't it? Just goes with the fucking morning. All right. Sorry, but I am going to check this. I'll do that now while I'm thinking about it. And Dave, okay. Yep. I'll say good morning, my love. That's to my wife, obviously. Dave might get a little bit strange if I said that to him. Oh, okay, Dave. Yes, okay. Oh, man, yeah, I'm going to leave that one right the fuck alone, but that's great. You're evil. Dave Watman, you're evil, and I love it. Yes, I did get a good giggle out of that, mate. I got a great fucking giggle out of it, to be honest. So, sorry about the private joke, people, but yeah, I'm loving that, Dave. Well played, sir. Very well played. You're a man after my own heart. Very much so. Neil is obviously privy to the joke as well. And I love that fact. Here we go. Nicely soaky. Right. Put that cap on. We will check the futility. Nice and even. Just a double check that futility. I do it every time. Measure it. Because they're a little bit hot. Measure. Exactly where they are supposed to be. We'll get rid of the Odin. We'll retire you for tonight, because I don't need it for the Boro. We will stick it on, and this is a 25mm RDA, if I didn't say it before. And I think with the black it looks great. Just winding that battery up. Zoom back out a wee bit. Not firing. Why not? Probably because I haven't tightened that up enough. There we go. Very nice. We'll give that a little bit more of a drippage action. This tip is actually from Bearded Viking Customs. I ordered this tip specifically for this mod. So a bit of orange and gold leaf, firing straight away. Now that I've set it up properly. Okay, we'll put, actually, before I go, put that screwdriver away, we'll flip over cameras. And there we have it. The Vitality mod. Fuck yeah. There's just something about that Grandma's lemonade that is just sensational. I don't know, every time I vape it, it gives me a feeling of nostalgia, but two, I could vape the heaviest liquids, stuff like the custard Malone in that, which is a very heavy liquid. I vape this, my mouth's as fresh as a daisy again. So yeah, it is a bloody good liquid. Little bit whistly. There is a little bit of crackle there, unfortunately, but it doesn't last long the way I like it. So that's pretty much a 8-9-year-old setup. So just proves my point, or keeps proving my point, that mechs and old school RDAs still work, Yes, this is the Anunnaki is far better than that, flavor wise, ease of build wise. But if you can't afford the new stuff, you can only afford the old stuff. Well, then get the old stuff. So, damn, and that coffee's empty. I think I better fill it back up. So, there's a look around the Vitality mod. Like I said, it's an oldie, but it's rock solid, and it's 21,700. Top up the coffee, caffeine, as a Breeze Tones would say. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, Paul, that's how you do your coil placement, about 2 millimeters from the airflow. Nearly every RDA that I use, I have the coil as close to the airflow as possible, whether it be side or bottom. Where that air hits that coil, I like to have, if it particularly side airflow, I like to see, say, about the bottom third of the coil. I don't want to see right underneath it. I want to see it so I can sort of just see the bottom of the coil, and that way the air, if it comes in from the side, it smacks into the lower portion of the coil, which then envelopes the coil and comes back up, giving you I think, the most flavor that you're going to get out of said RTA, RDA. And that's my thought process behind everything that I build, is I like to have that coil pretty well as close to as possible to the airflow. Ultim, when you've got an Ultim insert, you have to be a little bit more diligent, I suppose. Time that perfect. There goes the camera resetting. So you've got to be a little bit careful with Ultim, particularly as building as low as I do. There's a lot of heat coming through there. All right. Now that's got the Ducky's pair in it from Shytots. Oh shit! Talking about that, I better put the banner there. Damn. Show the banner to show my love to the people that support me, other than chat. Obviously, I'm talking about vendors that support me. Shytots, Lcious Flavours, SteamCraft Customs, Dave Watman Coils, Zero Mods, and ModFog Flavour Craver. So a massive thank you to all of them. Robert Lawyer, with the looming threat of bans and such, I've switched over to rebuildables exclusively. Makes sense, mate. Makes sense. I've had to do that for a number of years now. Shit, we're coming up to 2 years that it's basically been, well, not, it's a pseudo banning, but the shit that's available here through pharmacies, chemists, drugstores, whatever you want to call them, just doesn't accommodate me. It's useless. So yeah, it's a necessity for me to be able to do what I do, and having to buy things in concentrate form to get them into the country, so I can make my own liquids, or getting them in as a one shot. That's what I've got to do. So that's the way I do it. You know, you've to make yourself self-sufficient. You know, we know it works. We're in an echo chamber. You know, I understand that. We know it works. It keeps us off cigarettes. It also, for a lot of people, rebuilding scratches that itch of our OCD, for want of a better term, our need to know how things work. It keeps our minds occupied, and it satiates a lot of other needs that we have as people. So, yeah, anti-vapors are maniacal, 100%. They've got this tunnel vision. They can't see outside it, you know, and it does make life really, really, really hard. So anyway, I'll reset the camera again because I've been waffling, and we will look at the Royal i3 from Veepon and find out where that O-ring came from. So we'll flip back over. I'll put my glasses back on. Now I will zoom in a bit closer so we can have a look-see. This is got moisture all over it because my hands are sweaty, mum's spaghetti. I was sent this. I didn't purchase it. I was sent this. I'm going to make that abundantly clear. Microwave. See to the top. Good on you, my microwave. So this did come with the integrated tip, and that O-ring come out of the bottom of it. That's where that O-ring came from. Come out of the bottom of the integrated tip. It does come with a flush nut that I have sitting over here, and I do believe that it is only the colored variants. So there's the flush nut that it comes with, and a spare couple of O-rings in that package. As I said, it did come with the integrated tip, and it's only the colored versions that do, I believe. You can see, I don't know if you can see in there is a little bit of condensation. 3 panels, Royal Custom. There's your integrated build stand, front panel. Now, there's a little bit of moisture in there. Give that a wipe. Give a little bit of wipe in there. Excuse me for taking it off camera. It is dot format, as I said earlier. The only real criticism there's 2 criticisms that I have. Paul Cole, no, I have not tried the early bird Boro tanks yet. I haven't got down that path. And Robert Lawyer, that's right. It's my choice. I'm an adult. Let me be an adult. I don't need to be babysat. So the 2 criticisms that I have of this device is, and it will become more clear once I get a tank in there, is that once these panels are on and you have a boro inside or a bridge inside, tank inside, getting these panels off is a bit of a dick. Right. Yeah, I love anodizing too, microwave. Yeah, getting the tanks, sorry, getting the panels off once you've got a tank in there is a little bit of a dick. And I did get more juice on this than I thought I had. The only other thing that I can really say about it, and I'll show this now before I build the bridge, is because it's a dot format, and I'm pretty certain all dot formats have this front bung. Once you've got that in there, go in there. Oh, of course, I'm going to make this look fucking hard. Here we go. Once you've got that in there, it is a little bit difficult to access that bung. That's the only other criticism I have. So, yeah, when you're trying to get the tank out, you've got to have a fingernail to be able to get under there to get that plate off. So they're not design flaws, but they're just two things to note. And that O-ring then seals on the top. So, and we'll throw a battery in. I'll show you the board. Fresh battery. It is an exposed battery. The battery cap, you don't need to remove. It's purely there for the purposes of tightening down and put the battery in the right way. And obviously I've wrapped the battery upside down. Just Josh, oi oi. How are you, Mr. Squirter? So you just tighten down with your battery cap. Yes, you do have exposed batteries. I believe that in one model they did send out a plastic sleeve that went over the whole lot, but this one, I didn't get it with this one. So your battery, there we go, turn on, 5 clicks on. As you can see here, it lists it as the VP60, and that's blown out. Let's see if I can get that to wrong way. That's in as close as I can get it. That's as good as I'm going to get it. So yeah, VP60, your resistance, your applied voltage, and your wattage. Like I said, this is an extremely basic chip. You have your up and down buttons on a rocker, go up in 0.1 watt increments. If you hold the button down, it will go up in 1 watt increments. You can flip the screen, clicking it 3 times. 1, 2, 3, flips the screen. Red Baron, good morning, mate. That's it. That's all the chip does. It does not do any. There's no other menu, sub-menu in it. That's it. Very, 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 very simple. And I love that fact that it is very simple. Yeah, microwave oven, basic chips are superb. Could not agree more. Could not agree more. Now, we are going to build on this tab. And I have managed to, by the looks of it, I've managed to crush this seal here. I wonder if that can be flipped. Let's have a look, see. No, it can't be. It has to go that way. I'll probably put a little bit of liquid on there to make that slide in a bit easier. Now, with the Tita bridge, you guys have probably all seen it. I'll zoom back out a bit so you can see a bit better. Take the tank over there. the O-rings on this are exceptionally tight, which I'm not belly aching about, because at the end of the day, it's a bridge, and you want a really good seal on it. So your air pins are interchangeable on the fly. You just got to hook your finger under there to pull out said air pin. All right, so there's your air pins. I think from memory, this is the 2.5 millimeter air pin. This has to come off to be able to use the bridge, and you have to put on an adapter for a 510 connection. So you then screw that onto the build tab section. There we have it. Now, if you were to have a bridge in here and tried using this, it would not work effectively, because it would read it as a dual coil. I tried. So I don't have an air pin in there at the moment. It did come with spare air pins, but that's a 2.5. So let's have a look what size screwdriver we use. And that's a 2.5 millimeter screwdriver. So we'll open that up. Open that up. I reckon there's half a chance that this is going to time out on me. We are going to use some of the AK-47Rs from SteamCraft. These are 2.7 millimeters. They have a resistance of 0.32. Well, we'll talk about resistance on a regulated device. And see if we can get this open without me losing my shit. And I'm fighting a losing battle by the looks of it. I never see my hands. I'm sweating like a fucking whore in church. There we go. Open. Open says me. And of course, both coils come out. I only want one of them, obviously. So we'll put that back in there. Warthog, good evening. Hope you're well, mate. Thank you for tuning in. I said a bit of SteamCraft. My Jimmy Death Rage coil jig. I said these are 2.7 millimeters. One of the things I do like about this is there is actually a ledge to catch the coils. And I personally think all bridges should have that to catch those coils. You're going to go in there for me. There we have it. Now let's have a look. See, is that centered? Looks pretty centered to me. I'll just give that a bit of a tighten down. And someone just massaged me again. Kari Vahamaki, great to see you, good sir. I hope that you are well. No, just a notification that someone's going live on Twitch. And to the old, what is it? Hang on. I do have a new subscriber to my channel. The old Scotsman, thank you very, very much for joining. I do appreciate you, mate. Coil jig. I'm just going to lift that up and have a look. That's pretty well fucking bang on center. I am going to push it down, though, so it's closer to that airflow. I think it needs to go down a little bit further. And have a look at that. That's pretty low. to that airflow. I will tighten those screws up further now. They are caught inside these lips, which I think is wonderful. That's nice and tight. Oh, they're not a very deep screw, unfortunately, but that's also very nice and tight. We will get Mr. Wire Cutters and get that cut as close as I can to that deck. One for you, and one for you. Both pieces. There we have it. Okay. I don't want it at 31 watts. I'll go the right way. Charles recommends to bed these in at about 12 watts. So we'll go where Charles says they should be, and we will start the process of bedding them in at 12 watts. Check atomizer. Why is it saying check atomizer? It's not liking something. I wonder if that... I know why. I know why. Because I didn't put the hairpin back in. So it's not making proper contact, I would dare say. And make sure that that bottom pin is tight. Yep, that's good. Put the air pin back in. Have that facing the front just because I'm OCD. Screw that back on. That feels better. Yeah, I don't know why that's happening to you, Curry. It's a bit silly. Now, there we go. Now we're cooking. See, it's saying 0.22. That will come up, obviously. Get rid of them while I'm thinking about it. Oh, you've done it again. You keep hitting the wrong button. Slow and steady. Oh, getting colour straight away. Oh, King Solo, you never walk alone. We can't fucking walk alone at the moment. We're playing like fucking busted asses. We're playing fucking atrocious. And that was embarrassing, that that loss that we had to City. Fucking 4-0 in the quarterfinal. That was ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. All right, I'll kick that power up a bit. Oh, there you go. Just found a new feature. If you hold both the power down, both the adjustments down, there you go, unlocked. I'm going to reset that. Make sure that there's not still connecting. Check atomizer, that's what I wanted. King Solo, we are getting our ass busted. We're playing like busted fucking asses. 0.32. I don't know if you can't really read it, sorry, but that's what it's come in at. 0.32. I'm just going to take that wattage up a bit. Take it up to about 15 watts. There's a tiny little hot spot there. but that looks pretty fucking good to me. Nicely. We will let that cool down. Onwards and upwards, 100%, brother. I've hit something over here that don't know what it was, so we'll change cameras. And that is truly out of fucking focus. Mouthful of coffee. So, yeah. Anthony Hart, hello, mate. I hope you are well. A bit of Cloud 9 from my offcuts tin that I use for the for small stuff like this. That's probably going to be a bit too much. Just sorting out the right amount of cotton here. Take that off there. Put that on to there. No, that's probably still going to be too thick. Pull that there. That feels all right. It feels about the right thickness. Yeah, 91 minutes. That's about right. Yeah, hour and a half ago. So let's have a look. See. See how no, that'll do me just Jim Dandy. Like I said, I don't want it, particularly want it going snap, crackle, and pop because I don't fucking like it. Reset that camera. Yeah, just so my thinking is that if you wick loosely, it creates air pockets, hence you get crackle. So if I wick tighter, I shouldn't get it. Tighter in the tighter. Pun intended, not. Anyway, flip back over. Let's have a look, see. See, on my camera here, that's showing fairly well in focus, but you guys tell me. So just cut that and around the end of the deck. Scotty Wood, all is good my end, mate. I hope you are too, my mate. Just give that a bit of a rake out. This is pretty much a gravity fed, so you need your wicking ports are up here. I know that's out of focus. Bring it back down to focal point. So there and there. So you need your cotton a little bit fluffed up and sitting up so it actually hits the bottom of the chimney cap. And I've got to remember that this is live, as in there's a battery in there. So don't go pressing buttons. So let's have a look and see how that sits in there. Probably. Yeah, no, I reckon I'll get away with that. Yeah, I reckon I'll get away with that. Nice and fluffed. And skizzes this end. Give that a little bit. Curry is because I deliberately work around the daylight savings time zone change. Steve bases his time zone on his time zone. I base my time zone around the UK. So I change the time that I start based around what the time is in London, basically. So for me, I'm starting at 5 a.m. I'm getting earlier. That's the reason why I base it not on my own time zone. We're going to use some of the Tickle Me Pink. I tried this on a mech and didn't particularly like it, but we're going to have a crack on this. Not because it was bad. It just wasn't really, I was using too much power for it. So anyway, we'll sit that over there and we'll get some liquid goodness in here. So that's the reason why Steve's stream time changes and mine doesn't. Steve worked there. That's right, microwave. So this stream started at 5 a.m. my time. And that is purely the reason why. All right. So we'll sit that on there and make sure we don't have a short. No, we're good. Resistance is staying the same. So we'll take that off there now. We will take the adapter off. Stick that back in the box so I don't lose the fucker. Put this fella back on to make it work. And as you can see, I'm just using my thumbnail. I'm not overly tightening it. I am going to put a little bit of lubrication on the inside of this just to make it slide over that O-ring a bit better, hopefully, and not deform it like it was before. Like it's still doing. It is compressing in there. So that's sticking out. Okay, you want to be a dick? Well, we'll do it another way. We'll go put a little bit of yes, that's correct, Aileen. So 4:30 your time. Because like I said, I based the whole lot off UK time, which pretty much suits most Americans anyway, because it's still early afternoon for them. And that gasket is really not playing, is it? Let's have a look, see. Sorry, I've got to take it off camera. I've got to have a closer look. I have had this RBA for quite some time, so it is not brand new by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just tucking it, trying to get it to tuck in to the tank section. I think I've all but got it there. Come on, up you go. And not damage it either. There is spare gaskets for it, but I'm a tight-fisted prick, so I don't want to. And now I'm going to put it in there and show you what I mean about filling this fucker. So screw on your integrated tip, and it will screw down a fair way, remembering that it's a dot style, not a billet box style. So you can put your panels back on the sides, and that's not sitting in there squarely. Now it is. Now this is what I'm saying about filling it. You've got to try and get your thumbnail in there to take that out. And it's very, very tight. So getting your bottle in there, you don't have a lot of room. So that is a little bit of a con, a little bit of a drawback. It's not a deal breaker, but it does make it a little bit awkward. So there you go. And voila. Then obviously your front plate goes on, covers everything, keeps everything nice and tidy. You can still adjust your wattage. And it runs pretty quick. It's a 60-watt device. Does it round robin? Yep, round robins. I'm going to run this at about 35. Oh, too far. Oh, fuck. It is a little bit sensitive on that, on how it changes. Geez, that resistance changed a lot. That resistance changed a hell of a lot, actually. Because that is not where it's supposed to be. All right. Maybe I over-tightened it. There we go. And look, fucking node, dead node. Hello, mate. Oh, change over cameras, you buffhead. There we go. Done. The Veepon tighter bridge with the Royal i3. And fuck all crackle. Yay me. Yay me. What's your review of the i3 dead note? So very well done, mate. Very well done. So yeah, I much prefer this liquid in this type of device. Definitely much prefer it. It's not as in your face, shall we say. Nowhere near as in your face. So and fuck all crackle. Man, Dead Note, if you want to have a chat off camera, we can have a chat, mate. And I'll give you the limited knowledge that I have. And hopefully it will help you. So, but yeah, like I said, I've been using this for a few days with the dot shell. I haven't used this RBA in a long time. But yeah, so far so good. I just want to check. Now that resistance is staying stable now. It's really hard to say with false teeth. King Solo, it's on the shelf, mate. So time will tell whether I've wicked it properly or not. Actually, that Tickle Me Pink is actually quite nice in that. I'm glad I made that call. Robert Lawyer, in Australia, we have 3 time zones in standard time. So East Coast, Middle, West Coast. The middle is half an hour behind the East Coast, and the West Coast is 2 hours behind the East Coast. Dead Node, have you tried the Andromeda 28 RDA? Just picked one up. I'll do a review on it once I've set it up, but I thought about you when I got it. And you, mate, there's a couple of ways. Dead Node, you can get to me via email. The easiest way is to get to me through Instagram, though. But make sure you are following my primary account, which is Birdman _69. Not the OG Birdman account. The OG Birdman account is just a backup. And I don't check it very often. So yeah, make sure you're following the Birdman _69 account, and which I think there's a link on my homepage for from memory. And yeah, we can chat. And no, I've not tried any of the Andromeda's RDAs. So unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know. I haven't tried it, so I can't comment whether it's good or not. And yeah, that is a little bit whistly. That'll just be a little bit of a tickle in the coil placement. So that's pretty much me for tonight. Oh, thank you there, punk rock guitarist. I knew you'd come to the rescue. You always come to the rescue for me. You're a gem, mate. You know I love you, and I say that from the bottom of my heart. And I'm not embarrassed to say it. So what I'm thinking, depending on what comes in during the week, next week, I'll hopefully have the Turnstone RDA from Early Bird. Fingers crossed it's in the country. It's just a matter of getting it. Then I've got to get over to my mate's place to pick it up. Next week, I'm probably going to do a squirter. The MCM mods, actually, I'll flip it over. You'll see it better then. The MCM mods Squonk mod. And I'll use the Rebel R3 on top. Thank you, Leander. That's really appreciated, my sweet. For those of you who are in the Punk Rock Guitarists Discord server, the link to the after show will be in there. I do just want to say thank you to everyone that's been in. Like I said, I do know that there was another stream with a lot more highfalutin people than me on it. And those that have stuck around and watched me for the best part of 2 hours, I do appreciate you all. Thank you. And I will see you next week. I will make sure I double check that I schedule the stream properly this time. Thanks. Peace, love, and happiness to everyone. And remember, if you're a dick, you deserve a punch in the face. Take care. Have a great week. And I'll see you through the traps through the week. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.
Banter with Birdy